Fastball outside. So Broad behind. Good lead away from first for Lepchitz. 1-0 pitch. A little bit outside. The count is the Bruins 9. Well, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. Now the off that struck in center field. That one goes. For the Tigers, this one for Darshwater, who that one to straightaway center field. It is a 2-run home run. More to the lead, and now it's 11-1. On the 11th hit of the game for the Looks like he's okay, though, has a smile on his face. Looks like he'll stay in the game. Now, Baldwin reached on a in the third and then was probably the play of the day for the Bruins as they steal the extra base. First pitch on the way to Baldwin is a fastball outside for ball one. Down even in 1-1 to Baldwin. If Baldwin can reach, we'll go back to the top of the order. And Alex Urban. 1-1 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss from Baldwin. Falls behind 1-2. Two. So Caldwell trying to get out of this inning with only the 2 runs allowed. Comes home with the 2-2. Michael Bullard. Bullard has been aboard twice today, walked in the 2nd and the 4th. Count now even at 1-1 as Kilgore delivers a strike. Now the 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball outside for ball 2. So 2-1 at the plate to Bullard. Pitch on the way, swung on a payoff pitch now on the way from Kilgore, working quickly. Is hit towards short. Gibson over to field, throws to first in time to get the speedy Bullard at first. So Bullard retired for the first time today. Now Emmanuel Carujo will be the batter. After Carujo, we'll go back to the top of the order, and Carlos Rodriguez. Carujo stepping in from the right side, walked in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, and is ahead 1-0 as Kilgore off the mark on his first pitch. Now quickly winds and delivers the 1-0, and it's fouled back into the screen. So the count even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch is popped up and out of play, off to the left. Is now Carujo behind 1-2 to the quick working if Carlos Rodriguez can reach here. Count now even at 1-1 with that fastball on the outside corner. Retired. The first 1-2-3 inning of the day. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard as we played 6 complete at Mando Field in Moxville. Still 11-1. Stillman on top of Piedmont as we move to the top of the 7th after this on the Bruins Sports Network from Carolina Sports Live.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win.
Top of the 7th, Trace Wooten, Joshua McDaniel, and Brody Gibson. The middle part of this talented batting order for the Tigers coming to the plate. Dalton Caldwell back out for a second inning of work. We'll try to finish this one out for the Bruins and at least give them some type of puncher's chance in the bottom of the 7th. But again, it'll be against the middle part of this order with Trace Wooten, who has had some struggles today, in fact. He's only reached base once. He walked in the 5th. But then Joshua McDaniel, who has reached base 3 times, including a solo home run back in the 3rd. And then Brody Gibson, who is 3 for 4 today with a couple of doubles coming to the plate. This is the first of 2 7-inning games today. We'll play one more 30 minutes after this one is done, or until everybody's fingers freeze off, whichever comes first. And then there is one more game scheduled for tomorrow, but there is a roughly 130% chance of rain tomorrow, which means that there's a good chance we will not see a Game 3 of this series. But stay tuned. Wooten batting from the right side, the catcher today for this Tigers team steps in. Takes the first pitch called strike one. Val batting with one out here in the top of the seventh. Takes the first pitch called strike one. 0-1 pitch on the way. A little bit outside and away from Padilla. Evens the count at 1-1. So the count even at 1-1 as the wind continues to whip around out there. And now the 1-1 home is in the dirt from Caldwell. Make it 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way. A little bit inside, make it 3-1. Tigers have scored in every inning in this game except the second. See if the Bruins can keep them off the scoreboard here as the 3-1 pitch hit down the line at first, but foul. As it just sneaks behind the bag. So now the count full at 3-2. So Vowell draws the one-out walk. And now Brody Gibson will be the hitter. Gibson, who walked in the first and came around to score, doubled in third and came around to score, and then had an RBI double in the fourth before striking out swinging to lead off the sixth. Caldwell faces him here with one out as that ball is hit hard down the line in left, but foul. And so that'll go as a strike against Gibson as Vowell leads away from first. Caldwell working from the stretch, delivers the 0-1. It's outside for ball one. So the count now even at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. foul territory, and it'll drift over the canopy off to our right. And now the count 1-2. He takes a look at a first pitch ball. Swings at this one and drives back over the canopy. Count now even at 1-1. So 1-1 the count at the plate. Runner at first and 2 down in this top of the 7th. That ball hit hard, deep to left. That one is out of here. An absolute no-doubter for the second time today over that short porch and left. Anthony Rosario, what a day he's had. Now 3 extra base hits, is 4 for 5, and now has a 2-run home run to his credit as well. That short porch and left, very much a hitter's ballpark here in Mando Field in Moxville. And that one a no-doubter as Rosario crushes that one over the left field wall. The 3rd home run of the game for the Tigers, who now lead at 13-1. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Pitch is outside for a ball, evens the count at 1-1. So Kelly to the plate with nobody aboard. 2 runs across, though, for the Tigers in the top of the 7th, piling insurance runs on top of insurance runs. As the 1-1 pitch is golfed out into right center field. That one on to make the catch is Carlos Rodriguez, and the side is retired. But the Tigers add 2 more on the 2-run home run by Anthony Rosario to extend the lead out to 13-1. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We're through 6.5. Final half inning of play coming here when we come back after this on the Bruin Sports Network from Carolina Sports Live.
International University invites you to an evening of worship with a vertical worship.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Celebrity in the house here at Mendo Field in Moxville is Denzel Washington on the mound for the Tigers to wrap things up. No, not that Denzel Washington. As he comes in for this final inning, on in relief. Ball in the dirt, make it 2-1. Don't yet have the scheduled starters for game 2. Get those to you when we come back on the air. Again, we'll be back on 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one for game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit out into right field. On to make the play, though, is Baldwin for the first out of the inning. So the Bruins down to their final 2 outs as Austin Corder came on as a pinch hitter for Kevin Acosta and reached on an error in the 5th, making his second plate appearance. Josh Binkard would hit as well. First pitch from Washington in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-0 the count at the plate to Corder. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. Evens. The count at 1-1. So a ball and a strike to Corder. Pitch on the way from Washington. Fastball inside, make it 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way from Washington. That one in the dirt, make it ball 3. Corder trying to work his way aboard for a second time in this game. Ahead 3-1 as Washington kicks and fires. Fastball way up and in for ball 4. And Corder will head down to first. Corder's got some real zip on that, or Washington rather has some real zip on that fastball. But Corder draws the walk and he goes down to first. And now Colin Geyer will be the hitter. After Geyer, Josh Bingard will hit. With a runner at first and 1 out. First pitch on the way from Washington is a fastball outside and low for ball 1. Working from the stretch as Washington delivers the 1-0, hits it right back to the pitcher Washington, on to second for 1, on to first for a double play. The unconventional 1-6-3 double play, and the ball game is over. Final score in this one, or after 3 innings rather, surrendering 6 runs in the ball game. So the final score 13-1 as we move towards game 2. 30 minutes from now, we'll be back with you here after this on the Bruin Sports Network from Carolina Sports Live.
Rage. 1, 2.